our head out. We have a flat 4. They have 6 pressing. Our midfielders are too high. We need to get in amongst their players. Here they come with another big press again. And when this ball gets into play, it ends up basically being 7v7 in half of the 25. Great W from them with 6 initially invested. When they get the ball, it's actually 8v8. We need to move the ball quickly and be prepared to come back towards the ball. This starts with some short passing, but the longer pass gets intercepted. They're moving to the ball, so we must be moving to it as well. This time they come with a 7-man press. The aerial is effective, but we need to figure out a way of retaining this ball higher up the pitch. After clearance, we have only 2 forwards pressing. Either we all go or we go half court. There's just too much space for them to play in here. So it's a good steal here from Robert. And although there's a few iffy passes here, we somehow managed to keep possession for a minute or so. And at the end of that minute, surprisingly enough, we win a short corner. Clearly, more of this kind of play will help. Here they break our press and hit a long ball. Carl goes to the intercept but misses. It's fired across the goal where DK intervenes and Sean brings it to safety. Here we have 9 back, they have 6 up, but the back 3 don't sort out their marking. Free man on the baseline, 2v1 in our circle, but no call from behind. Man runs right past Jimmy. Here, very simple, long ball from the right wing. Jimmy goes for the interception, but unfortunately misses it, but recovers to tackle the forward. Here, we lose possession on the right. Roger does really well to get across and make the tackle. The keeper clears the ball out wide here. A long ball's then hit into the middle of the pitch to a free man. Sean had to come out towards him. 2 touches later, Roger just missed intercepting it, but they were in the circle where Eddie makes an amazing tackle. Some scrappy play in the left corner. Eventually they get it, and a deflection takes it into the circle where there's a free man. Timmy slows him down with Jimmy, and eventually Sean is able to clear the circle. A free in their half. Keith comes to take it, goes against us. The ball's hit to a forward just outside the 25. Roger can't get there. He turns counterclockwise and gets it to Keith's man. He fires it across where Jimmy makes the interception and wins a free. So they got the ball wide on the left. They crash it to the top of the circle where it's picked up, and he tries a tomahawk which goes over the bar. Here, again, there's another crash ball which eventually comes into the circle. Richard gets himself in a good position, but he deflects it, unfortunately, to their man. Allen has gone in on the counter cover, so the direction, plenty of space. Press the player, and he fires the ball across the goal, but it goes wide. Eddie wins the ball well, but then unfortunately he loses it. They shift the ball across the pitch, and there's an aerial into the flick spot, which finds Eddie's man. Timmy comes out, and we manage to clear the ball. Here, poor pass from David puts Carl under pressure, and he loses the ball. Good work from DK to prevent a goal. We're playing the ball around the back here. Roger misplaces his pass and it's picked off at the top of the circle. Timmy makes a good save and we come away with the ball. Dangerous right half diagonal ball here is picked by England. Sharp pass into the circle. Carl tries to recover, but it hits his foot for a short. Budgie goes to ground in the tackle here, and a short corner is awarded against him. The ball goes from the halfway line left side, across to a forward leaning out to the wing, picks it up and dribbles into the circle. Sean's guiding, but Jimmy attempts a reverse stick tackle and concedes a short. Here we're playing the ball out from the back, but David doesn't move it on quickly. Eventually goes back to Roger, who tries to find Carl. He's not deep enough. He's under pressure, loses the ball. Really good piece of work from Jimmy here to limit this to just a short corner. From the long corner here, they work the ball around. There's just no pressure on the ball. There's plenty of time to pay the pass. Eventually, the ball comes into the circle towards Eddie, who doesn't control it, and we concede a short. Here, Roger is unlucky, he misses an interception opportunity. The ball's moved around. It's dropped to the top of the D. Eddie's covering, so's Jimmy. Tries a tackle but concedes a short. Here, we've been overcommitted to a corner. We haven't got back. This is not helped by Sean pulling up. Roger does his best to make it difficult, but they use the extra man for a tap in on our right post. Here, unfortunately, Martin loses possession and the winger dribbles into the circle and makes a good pass. Initial shot is saved by Timmy. Robert can't pick up the rebound and they recycle and score. Here, Carl goes for the intercept, but the forward gets a touch. Ball goes to a second forward, and Eddie misses him. He dribbles into the circle and is cool and calm and scores. Another time we had a short corner. We don't get back quickly enough. Short, sharp pass, which is then carried into our circle to the byline. Eventually they score. Right, England have 7 up for this corner. Not sure what the call was from the movements of Sean, Keith and Carl. Straight shot, rebounds off DK. Shot it over on a little bit, but the England player shoots wide. Only Budgie appears to have made it back. We set up 2-2 here. Rogers won. He slightly overruns, and he doesn't get out off the post. Ball goes wide. Again, England have a 7 up for this. Timmy saves it. Retake. Here, they move it around well. Goes to the England player, and he taps it onto his own foot. This time England only have 6 involved. We're lined up with 3 men on the left post, which we never do, and we run a 2-2. Carl is out level with Timmy, but Eddie's on the post. Ball's gone wide. Here pressure's on the ball, so we're expecting a pass. They do. We get out well and get the ball away. Here, Timmy makes a really good save, and we're able to scramble the ball away. We're lined up with 3 men on the post again, far side. England see this. Guy beats the players into the space all the time in the world. Rebound goes to where we have no people, and they score. England have 7 up for this. We have great shape, but a deliberate shot at the keeper, which is a bit high, saved by Timmy's hands, and they're first to the rebound. Not much we could run about that. So, Richard gets the ball here, has a look up, and he drills it off the far end of the pitch to release some pressure. Amazing aerial here from our head out, and their keeper is drawn into having to clear the ball. Another good aerial here. This time the defender manages to get there and get it under control and play the ball away. We've seen this clip earlier, but it's just to completeness sake, really. This is our circle penetrations we're looking at now. But it is nice to watch this. You know, it just shows that even the better sides, the longer you keep the ball, the more difficult they find it to defend. Why does Alan change sides here? That's not our agreed setup. Budgie's push out is a bit slow. Jimmy's drag is fluffed and it's easily cleared by their keeper. Defensively, we do not react and get cover back. Alan is on the wrong side again here. I'm waving at him to go back, but he doesn't. Richard's shot is cleared by the keeper. We've no one on that side. Cliff can't get to it. Compare our positions to the finishing positions of England when they scored. Here's a great aerial to the top of the circle. They're not 5 yards away, so we get a free. Excellent forward play from Cliff and Budgie to get on the post. Unfortunately, Robert tops his shot and the ball was cleared. A great intercept by Jimmy here. Long ball finds Cliff, who's made a great lead in behind the defenders. He's driven wide by the keeper. He remains calm and wins a short corner.